Hey, what's up? This is Brandon Simmons from BrandonSimmons.biz. I'm here to give you my weekly segment called Bullheaded, basically a review of the Houston Texans news and topics throughout the week, as well as a preview of the game matchup for that upcoming Sunday. This week, the biggest topic has been quarterback Brandon Weeden possibly being the starter for this Tennessee Titans game, as well as for the rest of the season, which will include the regular season finale at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars. All of this is coming on the heels of regular starting quarterback Brian Hoyer being out and under concussion protocol, as well as being under excuse me, as well as having a playing through an apparent ankle injury as well. Um, as it stands right now, he's been upgraded to questionable, but you know, given that he hasn't really been practicing as much, it looks like Wheaton will be the starter, for this Sunday. And, it's kind of a good thing and it's kind of a bad thing. First, let's just go ahead and get the bad thing out the way. Wheaton started this football season with the Dallas Cowboys, and when Romo went down earlier in the year, he was the first one to take Romo's spot. However, he went 0-3 in his, a 3-game stretch. Then they cut him and let him go to have Matt Castle come in and replace him. Sunday, he came in and took over for quarterback T.J. Yates, and Wheaton came in second, right before the second half, but finished the game 11-18, 105 yards and a touchdown. Pretty impressive numbers, and pretty impressive that he helped secure the win as well. However, a lot of people, when he got signed, they were still kind of skeptical about, bringing this guy in, knowing that he was, 0-10, as a starter in his last 10 starts. And so, I think him helping secure that win against the that 16-10 win against the Indianapolis Colts on this past Sunday, pretty much a bright spot. And in my opinion, I think it is. It's something that he can, kind of just look back on and like, oh, this is what I did right. This is what I did right. I can take this into this Tennessee Titans game. Now, granted, this is a Tennessee Titans team that is completely lost for the season. They're more than likely going to get either the first or second pick in this upcoming draft, and so this season is completely done. Their quarterback, rookie quarterback Marcus Mariota, he's done for the year, and so they're going back to backup quarterback Zach Meckenberger. So obviously their offense isn't going to be up to par, and their defense is whatever. So basically, the Texans they have a pretty good shot at winning this game, regardless of who's at quarterback for our team. One of the things that did help Weeden out was the running game. Running game had over 155 yards this past Sunday, and that included Alfred Brew having 107 yards. So definitely, I think Weeden is going to be okay going into this week. I would really like to see Hoyer, come back in and kind of take the reins. But you have to do what you have to do. To be honest with you, we've been in this position before. With throwing 4 different quarterbacks in this season. So obviously, our offense is should be kind of used to the change right now and the quote-unquote uncertainty. So I believe we should be straight on that end, whether Weeden continues past this Tennessee game or not. But that being said, going into the keys of them winning this game, and it's pretty not much that they have to do. Like I just said, Titans are lost for the season. Their main quarterback of the future is out. Their defense is whatever, all over the place, pretty much. The only thing that the Titans have going for them is that they will be playing at home this Sunday. So, the Texans-Titans rivalry is always, it hasn't been much of a rivalry in the last few years, but it'll definitely be something that they'll try to rekindle this Sunday, considering what we all have on the line right now. Texans are in first place, have sole possession of first place in the AFC South right now. And with the win, they can take the division. And the Indianapolis Colts loss, yeah, with a win and an Indianapolis Colts loss, they can take the division. I think they need a Jacksonville loss as well. So, and once that happens, hey, we'll be, 3-time AFC South champions. Probably not the record that we wanted to have it at, but I mean, it'll be a huge improvement from last year. Well, okay, probably not a huge improvement, but I mean, a division crown gets us in the playoffs, and that'll be a better spot than where we were last year. So, definitely, yeah, definitely, we'll be we'll we'll be up for that game, pretty much. But pretty much, the one thing, it's just really hard to figure out like what's the one thing that the Texans just have to do. And I would say, since given that this team is just that the Titans is just pretty much worn down, this would be a good time to resort to our running game, see if we can continue something with there. Because I mean, it looks like we will just win this division just outright. Just if by default, if anything. And so, if we can find a way to get our running game going and continue off from last week, then I think it should definitely have us prepared for the playoffs and make a good run. But that's really looking ahead to a lot of that. Pretty much the running game is gonna have to excuse me. Pretty much we're gonna have to get our running game together, just for the purpose of this game to kind of protect Weeden as well. I mean, since he is kind of getting his feet wet in offense in a game time decision. Just want to make sure that we're not relying on him too heavily to just win the game for us. And because I mean, Dallas tried to rely on him to win the game a couple times, and it did not work. However, this ain't Dallas. We are not the Cowboys. Definitely a different team. So, definitely I would suspect that. Excuse me. Definitely, I would suspect that our running game improves a little bit more in this game, and it just helps bring home the win and the division.